Hello everybody, Reggie Tam here, and today we are playing some deep stacked no limit hold'em on the GG Poker Street. As you can see, I'm in for every table for 200 big blinds rather than the 100 big blinds. I don't want to have to worry about doubling up and then rat holing, etc. And I also want to get a bit of practice in playing significantly more than 100 big blinds deep, because that can often reflect um, the games I'm playing in elsewhere that aren't on GG Poker. I don't want to talk about them too much because this isn't a spam video right here. Min raise call, 8 bigs in the middle. Let's make this 16 bigs to go on the button with kings. Snap call by this Chinese player. And I think we're just all in on the flop. We've got less than pot left. You can have lots of under pairs that might call. You can have pair plus flush draw, which is significantly more equity than I hoped you might have. Chop the first, lose the second. Oh, so it's going to be like that, is it, GG? That's how it's going to fucking be, is it? Well, isn't that a shame? Thankfully, these are only 5 pence, 5 cent, 10-cent tables. And why has my reload not come on? I think I have to do some up here, don't I think? Ah, yeah, that's why. We're going to go reload into 100 big blinds, get it up to 200. Happy days. Yeah, so that's how it's going to be, is it? We're going to be calling 16 big blind squeeges with Jack 4 suited, running it 3 times and winning it 2.5 times. That's fine. It's just war with GG Poker, isn't it? That's all that means. It means I declare war on GG Poker. That seemed unfortunate. Yeah, the guy had a chunk of equity, but come on, mate. 2.5 times out of 3? Fuck off. Anyways, I've been playing in my other game, we'll call it today. And I barely played any other poker since my last video. Now, that video went out on Friday, the recovering video. But I actually played that session on a Wednesday morning. And I haven't played much since. And fuck, does it show in my game. It's amazing how quickly my game lapses if I don't stay sharp. I've been playing in soft app games like 5 hours a night, 5 days a week. And so many bad habits just come in so quickly. I ended up playing way too tight, way too passively, just being like super, super fucking nut peddly. I'm actually going to block this pair of flush draw. I'd rather try and bet 2.4 bigs than check call a larger bet. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. I'm going to do the same again on the turn. Exploitable as fuck this. But I think and hope it's better than check calling. Sometimes we may get folds from better hands. And then we're setting our own price on our draw. Now we've missed and we're just giving up. Yeah, but my game, it's like I've been making money still because the game is just that soft. But yeah, I just relapse really quickly. I just so much aggression leaves my game because like fold equity pre-flop is like not really a thing. And because of like varying stack depths, I end up. I mean, I think I played a session last night. I played like 300 hands yesterday in a really soft game, and my VPIP PFR would have been something like 20/13 with like a fucking 3% 3 bet. It's pathetic. Now, admittedly, those games are played quite a lot under like more than 6-handed conditions, but yeah, it's just fucking not good. I need to make sure I'm playing some more normal games of no limit almost every single day just to make sure I don't lose sharpness because it appears I lose it very quickly. So that's the objective today. Play 10 and L. Don't worry about the money in the slightest and just try to concentrate, try to play well, and try to iron out some of the small crumples that have crept in to my game due to playing in a soft pool quite a lot recently. I'll be trying to make a video again 3 times this week. Friday's video randomly just took up and got 1,000 views. I haven't got a fucking clue why. My only guess is because I used the word bloodbath in the title. And maybe that just triggers something in the algorithm to direct more players to it. Maybe a lot of warped people were hoping to see something fucking gruesome. Who knows? But I can only assume the title triggered something. I was happy about it anyway. This one will no doubt go back to just getting its usual 200 views in a week. But maybe if I use the word fucking massacre and God knows, just find really emotive words to whack in the title, it'll get more views. Who knows? By the way, because we're six tabling, and this is likely to be a video approximately 90 minutes in length, you might be best replaying this at 1.5x speed on YouTube, because there are going to be some periods where we just get dealt out of the game for a little bit. I've got to suffer that. You lads don't have to. You lads and lasses don't have to. I'm going to 3-bet this 6-5 suited here. Versus this 5 big blind ISO from this guy on Noise a Reg is like 8 tabling, I think. This could be quite a big mistake. Could very likely be completely unnecessary. But we're making a video. We're playing at stakes that are like lower than my usual stakes, and I'm wanting to try and put some extra aggression back into my game, even if that is maybe some fucking bad aggression. We take it down. We're going to flat the 8s on the button here. 200 bigs deep. And we are going to completely miss the flop. Your man checks on a board I would expect to see. I mean, I don't think it's a high, necessarily like a super high range bet spot for the opposition player, but I think it's a spot where lots of players will just like range bet because it's A7, A7 Queen, Rainbow, etc. I think this player now has like Jacks, Kings, Queen X a lot. We're going to try and take him off it with like overbet. I mean, if he's got a hand like Ace 10 and he just calls me down, good for him. But I just think he's got a better hand a lot of the time that can't take overbet as a line. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. It's cost me money. I'll be fucking wrong again, and it will cost me money. Of that, we can all be certain. King Deuce. Gonna go for the steal from the cutoff. These are all the things that I'm just not fucking doing when I'm playing in the soft game. It's like, okay, no one's folding, don't open it. But it's still just plus EV to open relatively wide from the cutoff, especially in a soft pool where you're not getting 3-bet and people play badly post-flop. These are a lot of the things I've just not been doing. Been like, oh, well, never mind. X, Y, and Z's in the blinds. They never fold. Don't bother edge. It's just bad. It's fucking lazy, frankly. It's just fucking lazy. So I don't need to open these hands because I'm making loads anyway. Which is true of the second part of that. I am making plenty. I'm significantly plus EV in the game. Like, really significantly plus EV. But part of what makes me plus EV is I have a like massive post-up advantage. So therefore, play more fucking hands, you fucking fat idiot. Just like embrace the short-term variance. I guess some of it will be to do with like you're playing lower volume, so I'm trying to like limit my short-term variance. But limiting your short-term variance only does one thing. Long-term, assuming you've got a good mental game, this is long-term. It just ensures that you actually limit your long-term win rate, and I need to remember that and just get in there, get in the mix, get my hands dirty. And yeah, just accept that some days you're going to be the fucking statue, some days you're going to be the pigeon, but more often than not, you're going to be the pigeon. You have a limp under the gun here. We have a 5x ISO. We're out of position, so we're going to take this up to like over 25 blinds. There's already 11 in the middle, so we're going to make it 27. Obviously, like we'd prefer folds here. Don't get it. We do get called, and now we are at SPR 3. I think we're just all in here at some point. I mean, he has Jack Queen in range, he has 10s in range, he has 9s in range, he probably has 10-9 suited in range, he has King. I think that's a terrible turn card. I think now I am just going to give up that turn card. I mean, the flop wasn't great in terms of like it improves a decent chunk of his range. That turn just improves more. I'm just done with it now. And do I want to turn this into a bluff? What 2 pairs can he have that he might fold? 10-9, Jack-9. There's loads of 2 pairs that he might fold. Do we have enough showdown value? No. Fuck it, I'm all in. I don't think they check a queen back on the turn very often. Just trying to make him... Oh, well, never mind. Oh, he backed into the flush. Motherfucker. We've been 3-bet up here. We are going to 4-bet to... I don't know what. Something like that. Didn't expect the 7-6 suited to be called in the 27 bigs. But oh, now we're just running to aces. We're going to be 400 big blinds down in the first 12 minutes. Hi, aces. Who knew? Who fucking knew? Flush. Do it. Do it. Oh, running it once. Oh, it's a red one. Fucking getting. Oh, now I've misclick folded the 6s. You fucking beauty. The guy cashed out as well, so it only cost GG money. Fucking lovely jubbly. I mean, we're still down because the fucking rake is egregious. But, yeah, happy days. Knew he had aces. Put it in anyway because derp, can't fold kings free, derp, don't fold kings free, Reg. Never fold kings free, Reg, you fucking know. How can you fold kings there, Reg, you fucking idiot? It's because they always have fucking aces, you cunts. It's fucking why. Well, not always, but more than they fucking should as a portion of their range. Pricks. End of rant. End of rant for now. Although more might be incoming. At me rocketing up the leaderboard with my $3 leaderboard that will not hold because it's the only session I'm going to fucking play today. Busy week on this week. Quinn, the lad of support, his parents are on holiday this week, so I'm doing more hours with him. I've got my work to do in the evening. So this week, the candle is being burned at both ends. I'm making a video each Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Hopefully, each one of them will be around an hour and a half. So I'm making like 4.5 hours of YouTube videos. Working extra hours with Quinn. Got my work to do in the evening. Candles are being burned at both ends. If poker doesn't go well for the next 2 days, the video I record on Wednesday for Friday might be an absolute banger of me just losing my fucking mind. So you guys can only hope, if you like watching or feeling pain from content creators, and I don't really count myself as one of them. I just felt right, I shivered down my spine even calling myself that. But if you guys like seeing pain in videos, just root for me to lose the next 2 nights. and Wednesdays could be a banger because by then my brain could be fucking fried. Nine seven suited. Looks like lots of dead money in this pot, so we're going to go after it. On the button. Doodle Limp calls. We get a super dry flop. I think my value would want to go like 2/3 pot here, so that's what we're going to aim for with our bluffs. Calls. Snap call too. I think we're tripling here. I think he'll let us know on the turn if he's got a good hand. I'm going to go on the smaller side to allow him to still call with 10x to maybe have some hands in his range that he can fold on river versus triple. But I think we're tripling here given his flop. Snap call. And he just fold the turn, which is nice. This dude's raised pre and then not bet this board again. I think it's a board that's going to be over c-bet in general. So when they check, I think most people are going to be a little bit unprotected. And they're going to just have a shit ton of give ups. I think 8s has enough showdown value here to not need to bluff. Going with the cold 4-bet with the ace king, top left table, just checking back our 8s. Yeah, just had a complete give up. Get it in with the ace king. Crushing. Whatever you want, dude, we can do. Not cashing out at 10 and L. I'm not emotionally invested enough. Still not emotionally invested enough. Although it's a sweat. Oh, and he gets there with the fuck. At least give him the fucking backdoor spades, you cunts. Reg, you should have cashed out that ace king, Reg. Little rounders reference there for you. Why didn't you cash out the ace king, Reg? I uploaded my hands last week from my sessions to my poker tracker on Hand to Note. It was a losing week. Only I think it was like literally 1,700 hands. So it's nothing burger of a sample, but it was a losing week. Pre-rate back, I think I made a tiny bit of money. Well, I know exactly how much I made because I claimed my rate back this week. I made $14 after rate back. Lost, I think it was around $70 at the table, but quite a bit of that was 25 and L. Ran below EV, but yeah, the point I wanted to make was, I mean, the red line's going to be bad in these games anyway because you're posting like a small blind every single hand. But my red line was an absolute fucking disaster. But my guess is, do I want to play a pot to this fucker? Yes, I do. Let's 3-bet him, try and get him heads up. My guess is almost every single player is going to be like a really bad red line in this game. It's just the nature of the game. But it was. I didn't enjoy looking at it. It was not nice to look at. It's not the most attractive flop to fucking bluff at. But this guy, I think he might be bad, and he might just have loads of just like pure give ups here. Just random 5-6 suit. Okay. Can't even get me fucking sentence finished when the cunt check raised me. Fuck off. Couldn't check raise fucking quicker. I mean, thanks. Because I was going to fire more at you, but I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man. That is a man who cannot penetrate a vagina or an anus and then go another 4 seconds without fucking spilling his beans. Fucking grow up. Oh, fucking check raise. Fucking wanker. Absolute fucking wanker. Oh, yeah. Get it in. Oh, come. Fucking hell. And that isn't my actual cum noise. But I hope it's made some of you shiver anyway. No, we're not straddling. We're just not fucking straddling. Ask me as many times as you want, GG. I'm not fucking straddling, dude. Right, we'll try 3-betting this motherfucker again, shall we? See if you can completely send me fucking broke. Oh, nice little call on the button. Why not? Oh, we missed again. Fucking marvellous. Oh, it's Jack Queen again, is it? Fucking marvellous. Absolutely wonderful. Check. I mean, do we just have enough equity to run it here? I mean, I'm being sensible now for a moment. I mean, we've got no fold equity. Let's have that right. We put the rest of his stack in. That's going to put like over 100 in the pot. I think probably just run it, but be unhappy about it. Oh, yeah, it's queen. Nice. Fuck off running it twice. 10. Go on. Have that. Don't cash out, Rich. Check raising the queens here, I think. Your man snap bets that size. We are going to try and be all in as early as possible in this hand. I think a set probably bets bigger than half pot. What is that fucking for? I don't think it beats us that often. I think it just has hands like 9s, 10s, jacks, etc. But now I don't think we can bet our hand. I think it's probably too thin. And now I think again we can bet our hand. And I'm gonna do something weird here. I'm gonna bet call for a small, I think. He might just be tempted to fucking raise with a hand like jacks or something if we bet small. Jack 8, okay. Interesting call of the check raise versus someone who currently is playing 5% of fucking hands. Really do enjoy these games. They can be a bit of a mind fuck. They are definitely overraked, but as I said before, they're quite well supported by rakeback, to be fair. They are overraked at the front end, but the back end is pretty good if you put volume. If you don't put volume in, the back end's fucking dreadful. It's a waste of time. But if you put volume in, the back end's good. I'm not putting volume in at the minute, so the back end won't be good for me. But if you were putting volume in, if you were like doing on the leaderboard every day, you were getting your fair share of envelopes, you're getting your fair share of like GG care chips, then the rake becomes very reasonable in my opinion. It's like becomes like around 7 bigs 100, whereas pre any of those bells and whistles, it's up at like 14 bigs 100, 15 bigs maybe even. So you need to put the volume into these games in order to like make the most of the rate back. But I just enjoy them because you just don't play like ordinary six. Like, they're not dead formulaic. Like you sit and you play a session of six max reg tables or Zoom, like fast four formats, and most of the time, unless you have like a whopper in the pot, it's just super formulaic. In my opinion, super stale and super fucking boring. Whereas these are anything but. Yeah, it's full ring, so it's a bit slower, but just play more fucking tables. You're playing against a wide variety of players. You're getting in spots that you're not usually in, so it's more interesting. And in general, the players are just far like not as well drilled as six match grinders. And the majority of them won't have access to any kind of charts telling them how to fucking play. I genuinely think I've had this like conversation with the lads in my Discord a few times. With Waller O2 several times, where I said genuinely think these games are the short-term future because there's just very little material out there on them. Players just need to like craft their own strategies a lot more. I just think if you're a recreational player, it's a better game than Six Max. And it's a better game than Zoom, without fucking question. If you have access to this pool and you just want to play recreationally, have a bit of fun at night, not really any huge expectations to make a lot of money, but just don't want to be getting battered by 8 million fucking Eastern European fuckers who are either cheating or who are so well drilled they may as well be fucking cheating. I genuinely think these games are the future. They're growing and growing and growing. And I really do hope that they, at some point, do better than Six Max. At the minute, they're not. But I think they're probably closing the gap. That will upset quite a lot of Six Max players who put a lot of time and effort into crafting their Six Max strategy. But if they're good enough, they'll adjust quite quickly. I really hope these games are the short-term future. And by short-term, I mean like for the next 2 or 3 years, until the cunts at GTO Wizards start bashing fucking range charts out for them, and then half of fucking Russia can just program a bot and play them again. If online poker wants to like survive the GTO Wizard bot AI impending doom, it needs to stay on its feet by constantly like just twiddling game formats and like removing games that are like really quite easy to fucking bot and cheat in, and replace them with games that will be easy enough in the end, but will take time. And then when you think your game has then been caught up with by the cheats and the botters and the solvers, change the format again. Just keep mixing it up to try and stay one step ahead of the nerds and cheats. And if you're one of those nerds who like studies really hard and like crafts their entire strategy based on what GTO Wizard tells them, I make no apology for saying that. Fuck you. You are bad for the game. What are we doing with these tens here? This cunt's open huge. He's playing 52% of hands. I think we're just calling, aren't we? With these nines, I think we're just running it for this amount of big blinds. This is a 40-odd BFIP. In a flip, you got to run it twice. Yeah, go on, mate. No bother. We've got a set here. Folding here. Check raising our set. Oh! On the fucking first run. Won the second one. Going for a big check raise here and trying to play a 2-street game. That's set. Can't play a 2-street game. Didn't realise. Sorry, I was talking at my ass then. We can't play a 2-street game. I was hoping that we'd just better jam the turn, thinking we were going to be 100 big steep, but we're not. That was me not being in tune. Right, what size here to shove the river? He's got 114 left. SPR 2. We could probably just half pot, can't we? We just over half pot. He's got an ace. He's never folding. He's got a diamond draw. Then tough shit if he gets there. And of course, we are just all in on the river. Don't like that turn card on the top right table, so we're going to check back. And the river has improved our absolute hand strength, but really hurt our relative hand strength. Hoping not to face donk here. Do not face donk. I think we're just checking back. It's just way too thin to bet 2 pairs here, I think. Maybe not way too thin, but I think maybe it's not too thin. Queens here. We are going to open. There's a poster here, but we are first to act, so I don't want to make my raise too big. Me 3-bet the 6-5 earlier This is a 5 big blind open. I think this range, 6.4x ISO, is going to be a lot stronger than a 5 big blind open, so we're not going to 3-bet. Get 3-bet here when we have the queens. I think the only thing to do here is call. This guy looks like a reg. I think anything else would be a huge mistake other than call here. That's top set. We like that. Expect to see quite a lot of checks here, to be honest. Yeah, not surprised by that. I think he could definitely still be checking back like aces, kings here. But I think we're going to have to put the money in ourselves. I'm going to have very few bluffs here, so I'm just going to go this size, and then we're going to overbet shove river. Maybe not. Maybe we're not going to overbet shove because it's going to be like for 2x pot or more. 2.5 pots. Can we just be all in? Why not? Why not 2.5 pots? If we check, he's just checking back. I'm hoping he's got aces or kings, basically, and just doesn't fold. Maybe that was greedy. Oh, he just had the ace king. Maybe that was greedy. Checking back the king jack suited. Calling the 1 big blind probe, are we? Or can we raise for value? I'm going to raise for value here and just kick myself if we get 3-bet. If we get 3-bet, though, we're almost certainly fucking dead. So we're probably not drawing to very much. And check back river or call if he leads for small. Yep. Into 6-5. I'm relatively happy with how I'm playing. And more importantly, genuinely more importantly, I'm enjoying myself. And poker needs to be fun. It's fucking hard. It's a hard game. So by fuck, it needs to be fun. If you're not having fun doing it and you're not playing for a living, just fucking do something else. Life's too short to do things you don't enjoy. Yes, Mr. Duber, we're on the vape. No, Mr. Duber, we haven't got any of the green in it. I think it's Mr. Duber anyway, is his name. Sorry if I butchered your name there, sir. You'll know who you are. Opening the King Jack of Diamonds. Infinitely better than the Jack 10 of Diamonds. William, if you've got this far, infinitely better. Although it might not be in this spot. I might prefer to have Jack 10 than King Jack here. We're mega deep. We have a super dominated hand, but we're seeing 3. And my instinct here is check raise. My first instinct when I saw that flop was check raise. That might turn out to be quite a painful experience. A 3-bet bluff with the ace jack. Bottom left. This dude snap c-bets half pot. I don't want to raise versus that size multi-way, but we are going to peel one off and see if we can improve our equity on the turn. Just been jammed on down here. Do I have any interest here in bet calling? Do I want to check shove? I think check shove actually. Gonna get to realize because he checks back or he bets again, and then we get to jam and run it. River King. The only hand I'm really worried about him having now is like aces, ace king. I think maybe they're the two hands, two of the hands he might play this way that now beat us on this river. Oh man. Tempted to turn this into a bluff. Does he fold ace king if I go all in? Let's find out. This is a bluff, by the way. I am bluffing here. Does he fold aces? Does he fold ace king? We'll see. This could be a massive punt. And it worked. Who knows if he folded better or not? Who fucking knows if he folded better? But it worked. And don't I feel like a clever bastard now? Don't I feel like a really clever bastard? Two limpers here, so we're ISOing quite large with the ace-queen suited. Two queens here versus someone who's playing 38, 14. Flat or squeeze? I think squeeze. Going bigger than a pot-sized raise. That'll be top set again. We have SPR just under 2. I'd love to see donk. We don't see donk. We're going to bet small here. Let's like quarter or something. Hopefully that induces some raise. Also like brings the SPR down a little bit as well. Not as much as we'd like it to if we're playing 2-street game. We're happy to play a 3-street game. It has induced a raise. Has it induced a bluff? Yes. No, thank you. I don't want to cash out. You want to run it 3 times? Whatever, mate. I'll run it 3 times and lose 2.5 of the cunts. No bother. Are we going to hold? Are we going to do a hold? Yes, we are going to do a hold. Lovely. Flopping ourselves a top pair on the top right table. Kick off with a check. Not in a huge rush to build a massive pot. Now I just think I'm going to bet 3/4. I'm going to bet 3/4 again on the river. Hope to get some calls from Ace X that now thinks it might be chopping. Folding to a raise because it will only be a better hand. Yep, perfect. I'm liking it today. I'm liking how I'm thinking. Liking how I'm playing. Probably being somewhat results orientated, but that's fine. Because I'm a fucking human, not a machine. King, Queen, or 21-12. Let's see 3. That'll be top 2. And we get this big C bet. I'm just going to raise now versus this big C bet. I think we're just going to raise right now. I think this is unlikely to be like a weak range doing this. Lovely turn card. I'm going to be all in. Obviously, we can run into like sets here that we block them really hard. I'm really hoping he's got like aces or ace king or something like that. And hope he puts us on some kind of draw. No joy, but we won the pot. Maybe a bit greedy, but whatever. This guy was an unbeliever. Not sure if. We're not sure, though, brother. Talk to me. Fucking stacks everywhere. 360 bigs, 420 bigs, 311 bigs, 301 bigs. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Still not certain to get out the other end a fucking winner. Because, as you can see, I've got fuck-ups in me. Or I've got potential spew in me anyway. And the King Jack Diamonds, no fucking clue if that's even close to good. Could be absolutely fucking atrocious, but it worked, so I'll just enjoy the fucking dopamine hit that gave me and not give a fuck. Going for the ISO with the King Jack suited. 8 blinds. Call. Brick, of course. But I think we have enough going on here where we can just like range bet. It's a very good turn card for us. Club 10. King or Jack gives us showdown value. Get raised, and we are out. And we would have bricked. Queen 9, no. I don't know with antes if we open this wide. Genuinely don't know. Not going to do it. My phone is kicking up with messages. I might have to make this video just 1 hour long. Because I really do need a nana nap today as well. It's currently 25 to 11 in the morning. I want to be well and truly napping by 2. I was up till fucking 3 in the morning gone last night. I was back awake again at 7:30. And because I'm working longer hours, got my evening work to do, I have to get a nap in between 12 and 2. So maybe I wrap this up at 11 o'clock. Do the stuff I need to do in order to get this on YouTube today and respond to my messages. Because I'm going to need at least an hour and a half nana nap to get through the rest of the day. Maybe it's even later than 3 o'clock before I went to sleep. Maybe I'm working on less than 4 hours skip at the minute. So, yeah. Maybe today we just wrap this up in 25 minutes. In fact, not maybe, definitely. We definitely wrap this up. I mean, you already know. You know how long the fucking video is. I'm just thinking out loud. Wrap this up at 11. And then do what needs to be done. And then bedtime, Ridge. I'm a very busy man at the moment. Well, I like that. I like being busy. I like having things to do. I like being active. All of it's generating income. Certainly can't complain. It's much better than not being busy and not generating income. Here's Jacko. I think we're just going to fold it under the gun. I think it's probably just a pip too wide. Although we do have this top trilogy guy who seems to enjoy V-pipping. Open the Queen 9. Oh, blind versus blind. A rare chance to steal blind versus blind. You don't get many chances to raise first in from butler or small blind in these games because normally at least one or more players V-pipped before it gets to the button and small blind positions to raise first in. Hello, ladies. Don't think I want to be limp raising queens. I want to be polar when we're limp raising. Not queens would not fit into that range. Not for me anyway. They might for you, but they don't for me. It's another top set. Is that the third time we've flopped set with queens today? I think it might be. The ladies are fucking loving reg today. What else is new? Fucking ladies always love reg. Overbet. I think bigger overbet. That's lazy. I think bigger overbet than that is the play here. Doesn't matter. He folds anyway. Do I want a C3 with... No, I don't. Answer my own question there. I did want to. I wanted to see 3. Didn't want to play 9. Didn't want to pay 9.5 big blinds in order to see them, though. King Queen suited. We're going to 3-bet this hand. Big blind versus button. Take it down. Check the ace-9 off over to this dude. Checking turn. And will he overbluff if I check river? Or will he just show down like fucking Queen Jack, etc.? Don't know. Don't think it's a 10 really. I think a 10 bets to flop a decent chunk of the time. I'm just going to hope this is a spot where... So Pete Clark talks about a lot in this spot where it's just like his range is completely unfiltered. He's got a wide range of pre-to completely unfiltered. He's got loads of bluffs available. Can't fold this hand, of course. And yes, he did end up bluffing. Which is not entirely surprising given how the action went down until the river. Gonna go with the ISO with the kings. Don't want to play short-handed, so we're going to move tables. The reason I'm comfortable playing short-handed, but I'm trying to get into and stay in a full ring mindset. So don't want to play 6-handed. New seat found. Probably only get dealt in for an orbit before it's time to wind up the video, but so on, we've been just wait for the button to go past us. Never mind. Never mind. Pocket jacks, 75 VP over 8 hands. I'm not expecting someone with a 75 VP to fold, but often there's 8 blinds in the middle. We're going to make it 1.5 times that 8 and go to 12. Get a cold call on the button. This guy had Jack 8 suited earlier, and then bet the flop and called a raise. So we'll go for the same strategy. He does check back this time. I think now just like B75, B75, hope not to get raised. That'll be the line. river. I think I want to check shove this river, you know. I think I want to check shove this river. Oh! Didn't bluff the ace queen. That's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe that's greedy. I mean, he wouldn't have called anyway. I probably wouldn't have called anyway. But maybe it's greedy trying to go for the check shove on the river rather than just value betting. And it's something my good e-friend Swog mentioned a while ago. Like, you know, if we can't check raise river, we should always just bet ourselves with like value. And I think it's a very good starting point for considering how to play rivers out of position. Maybe that was too thin to check raise. Doubt it against that guy, but maybe it was. And maybe just betting there is going to show, it's going to produce a higher EV than going for the check raises. Jack 10 off here, getting gazillion to 1 with this blue tag guy. Deal me in. That's 3 of a kind. I think we're going to have a little small lead here, multi-way. Brick River, please, dealer. Thank you. And I think sizing-wise here, we go this size, just target Queen X, any like over pairs that he was pot controlling within the flop, etc. Hope not to get raised. Nice. Bluff caught the shit out of us. We like that. Really pleased with how I played this. I mean, I've ran well. I've got good cards. We haven't, like, apart from the start when we did the ace king thing down here or whatever it was, and then we ran the kings into aces up here, but chopped. Oh no, we won. Did we win? No, we won, didn't we? Because we didn't win it twice. We got to a rocky start, and yeah, it's easy to feel good about your play when you've just been absolutely smashed by the deck. But yeah, happy with how I played. I feel I played far better in this 52 minutes so far than I played in the last 4 or 5 days in the much softer game that I play in. Just had fun splashing around again, being more aggressive. Hopefully that continues into tonight's game. And I don't like go back into my shell. The problem with that game, and it's really not a problem, it's I probably shouldn't word it like this, but the problem with that game in terms of it making me go into my shell quite quickly, I go into like turtle mode, and we're just folding the ace queen suited here, is that people aren't folding to opens pre, no matter how big you make it. People aren't folding to 3-bets pre. People way underfold versus c-bets. And it just knocks your confidence to like take aggressive lines with the weaker portions of your range. But it's no limit hold'em. How often do you actually have a hand that you can confidently put money in with over 3 streets? So that's on me to solve. It's on me to solve that problem. I just get to flops and I'm just like, well, there's fucking 3 people have called a 7 big blind ISO, and I've got ace high, give up. Or I've got jack high, give up. Or I've got a fucking underpair to the board, give up. It's just so easy to find reasons to just like not continue. Yeah, that's my. So then what ends up happening is I play less hands pre-flop because I can't be bothered dealing with the frustration of playing wider ranges, missing a lot, and then not really knowing how to proceed. But that's a problem for me to solve. If it's a problem for me, it's a problem for everybody else in the game. And as I said, I'm, one of the best, or if not the best player in the game. So if I'm having a problem with that, so is everybody else. So it's a reciprocal problem. Um, it's not stopping me from winning, of course, but I do think it's probably is lowering my win rate. But it's just, like I say, it's just so fucking hard when most pots are at least three-handed to the flop, if not four-handed or more. It's just so hard to have confidence in anything that you're doing unless you have like a fat value hand or just like a high equity no showdown value hand. Those spots are easy, but there's loads and loads and loads and loads of marginal spots that I'm not playing well. But now there's anybody else, so I don't suppose it matters. I just like to be better at it for my own, not confidence, because I'm confident in that game, but for my own enjoyment, my own self belief, etc. If nothing else, you get caught bluffing a couple of times, you get caught value betting too thinly. It's probably good for the future game. I just need to see it that way. When this button gets past me, we are going to hit the sit out next big blind at all tables button because it's now 10 to 11. Normally takes around 5 minutes or so for all the tables to conclude. And then because people like results, we'll tot our chips up and see how much you've made, assuming that nothing goes badly wrong in the next 5 minutes, because I'm pretty confident we've had a winning session here. But I couldn't really. Let's actually have a guess, Reg. We lost 200 bigs down here right at the start, didn't we? But we've got 200 bigs profit here, 100 there, 100 there, 100 and a bit there. Maybe we've won 2 buy-ins. Maybe we're up like $20. That's my guess. My guess is $20 profit for the session as of now. I'm going to bet small here because I think this guy might be some kind of reg. And he might have some check raises on this board where he's less likely. Like light check raises versus this. If we B75 here, I think his check raising range is going to be a lot stronger than if we B33. That's my theory. Let's see if that turns out to be okay in practice. This guy is all over these 3 bets, isn't he? He's all over them. Dude goes around half pot on turn. He's not a size I think is like riddled with loads of like fat value. If he checks river, we just nearly always have the best hand, and then it's just a matter of how big do we want to value bet. If he bets river, we're just calling. Obviously, I have no idea how thin this guy is willing to go for value. And here he's repping deuce X, pocket fives for value. Do I think he has queens, kings, or aces? Probably not. I mean, we have to call here. Not happy about it. Oh, he rivered me. Motherfucker. So our read was right all the way to the river. And then, sadly, he just got there. Sizing till there from turn to river. I'm not saying it was obvious because it wasn't obvious, but it makes sense. Here we're squeezing the kings right the fuck up. There's 12 in the pot. We're out of position. We're going to go very big. This might seem crude, but it's what we're doing. We have this blue tag guy in the pot. Take it down, which I'd rather got some action, but whatever. Take it. Picking up 12 blinds, or whatever it was. 11 blinds. Yeah, I'm happy with how I played this hand up here. Played the hand well. I thought I read it well until the river, and then maybe there's something to be noted by his like dwell on the river, then the big bet. Probably not doing that with pocket tens, but we can't fold our hand because he might be doing that with some like draws that have missed, etc. Thinking that we are very capped. Anyway, global sit out on next blind. Let's get that bad boy in play. That will have hurt our win rate. Now I think maybe I'm at less than $10 up for the session. But aces could do something to significantly shift that one way or the other. Three bets with the aces, not the 4x because of the antis pre, and we are deep. I think we're just going to see bet this flop very small. $48 VPIP calls. I think we're going to value bet turn as well. Are we? Just in that if I bet this size, it's a lot of chips. Are we committing ourselves here? If we bet and get jammed on, we're always going to be behind. I'm going to wimp out and just... Oh, now it's a queen and take the pot control measure. He snap checks again. I'm going to go... This is thin. I'm going to go like quarter pot. Target hands like 9s and 8s and stuff here. 5s. If you're still watching and you're interested in the app games I'm playing in, I didn't want to spam at the start of the video, then you can find a link to my Discord, my Facebook group, and the App Club's Facebook group beneath the video. Click on all or any of them. Contact me for more details. Been faced a very small 3-bet here from someone who's obviously a recreational player. Going to defend the King 9 suited. That's a flop, isn't it? Going to trap this guy with the kings here. He's opened 6.66 under the gun, which is not his usual size. Normally he opens much smaller under the gun, but there was a poster which might be making a difference as to his sizing. I think we have to pay this river off versus half pot, but we're not happy about it. Yeah, pocket sixes, happy days with the kings here. We're going to make a bet of around half pot, or exactly half pot. Again, deeply uncomfortable if we get raised. Just take it down. We like that. And I think we'll start turning our stack to dollars so we can pull the calculator up at the end and quickly do the maths to see how much profit we have made. I'd be shocked if we've lost. But, you know, it's possible. We might trusty calculator up on the... Oh, I don't want it here. Don't want it here. I want it on the other screen. 23. I'm just going to round up or down. 23 plus 34 plus 20. I'm only adding the tables that we are currently set out of. Plus 26. We're going to be set out of the bottom left table in just a moment. May as well add these two in. Plus 43. Oh, have I butchered this? I think I butchered this. Oh, no, I haven't. Plus 43 and 30, so plus another 73 equals $176 on the table. We started the session with $264 in the client. We'll play this King Queen suited before we do the totals. We're going to be 3-betting the King Queen suited. We're going to be flatting the queens. And we might have to do the maths again if these pots grow too big. But I'll pause the video while we do it, so you don't have to listen to me typing numbers into a calculator you can't see. Get 4-bet here with the King Queen, so we are out. Faced a min fucking squeeze here. This is just going to be a very good hand nearly all the time. Good for him. We just want to... Well, I don't want to, but I really want to play for... fuck it, yeah, I do want to play for stacks here. We've got queens. They've been our hand this session. We're going to be all in on this flop. And if we beat, we beat. Just take our time a little bit. We'll have a little think. I mean, there's every chance we'll beat here by like sets, kings, aces, slow playing. But of course, we're all in. And we are going to have to do the maths again. So I'll pause the video in a moment. Because stacks have changed. And we're just about done at this bottom table too. So, oh, well, no, we're playing this one. We've got one last hand to play. Then I'll pause the video. Fold in the ace queen off seems like a no-brainer. And now I pause. So we now have 183 at the tables. We started with 264. So 183 plus 112 equals 295. So we won $31. 310 big blinds plus pathetic amount of rate back plus $1 rate back. And then we've got the equity of the chips in the free roll tomorrow, which isn't worth much, but it's worth something. Happy days. And really enjoyed that video. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're still watching and you haven't hit like yet, please do that. As always, I'm just going to not play this table in a minute because the big blinds fucking skipped us. As always, please leave comments. I do try to reply to them, but sometimes I'm a bit of a fucking idiot and miss them. And yeah, we're back again on Wednesday with another video. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye for now.